Curious where you think the areas of focus will be then, because if you're talking about generalists, or especially if you're talking about big institutions, they're typically more cautious or more straightforward with their investments. And if we're talking about NFTs or Web3, the things that were getting a lot of focus last cycle, it doesn't feel like those will necessarily be the things that'll get the focus this time. So
Yeah.
what are you expecting the focus to be?
Yeah, so I mean, if you look over the last 2 years, a lot of investments have gone into the infrastructure side. In this next cycle and where this boom is going to really come back is you have to start seeing investments at the application layer. So, whether it's, crypto use cases and you're doing, front-end applications like a BlockFi Celsius in the last cycle, but better risk management. So things that you can help non-crypto users get into this space. Or you can see a lot of non-crypto use cases as well, even though you're using crypto rails or crypto infrastructure. So really the entire Depin category is that, right? You're seeing, cell phone infrastructure or cellular infrastructure or, mobility data or energy data, all that, it's not a crypto use case, but they're using crypto as a rails to decentralize those infrastructures. So you start to see a lot more application layer investments. And our view is that the value accretion in the crypto space is mostly going to go to the application layer, not the infrastructure. So a good analogy is to look in the Web2 space. You can have all the AWSs you have in this world, but if you're not building the Ubers and the Airbnbs on top of that, that AWS is kind of useless. And so this is what you've seen in the last year or two, is that there's a lot of investments into the infrastructure, but not enough onto the application. And we expect to see more of that in this next year or two.
What is up, Theta homies? Welcome back to another Theta token video, another Theta token update. Gonna be proud and happy to announce another sponsor for this video, but more on that later. As you can tell with the introduction for this video though, we can tell by the new infrastructure that crypto or blockchain technology is building. It's more other than infrastructure. We're actually going to be talking about application, and I believe that's what Theta Network is encompassing. So I feel like the potential for Theta Network is there, especially with all the partners that they have gathered up in the last year. And I'm expecting a little more partners and corporations, businesses in the upcoming year, like they said in their ThetaCon of AMA of 2024, but we gotta wait and see until those are actually finalized and announced. Going on to X, we're gonna see that Mitch Lu posted on December 25th, happy holidays to the entire Theta Network community around the world, and here's a toast to South Korea's crypto adoption. Looking forward to the amazing 2025. Reason why they mentioned this, it looks like bullish. South Korea's crypto adoption is booming. 45% of the economically active citizens own crypto, 69 billion held in digital assets, 100,000 new investors join the market every month, and top 5 exchanges trade 10 billion daily. But although this is just one announcement in South Korea, we do know that Theta Network has several partners in this country. That's why I'm very hopeful for Theta Network to do well in the upcoming year. I feel like a lot of people are also hoping so, or also believe that if they don't, it's kind of like a make it or break it year for Theta Network. I've mentioned it before. Hopefully that will become true. So for everyone who's becoming prepared to sell, make sure you have a strategy, and also just a friendly reminder that none of these videos are financial advice. The reason why I also want to mention this post is going on to their actual partners affiliated with Theta Network in South Korea. A little bit of a statistic as well. From May 2020 to December 2024, Bitcoin has had an appreciation of 1,600%. At the same time, Theta has had an appreciating current price of 5,000%. Everyone should be happy if you invested from this time. Just be patient. The project is still ongoing and not stopping its development. Besides, now there is already finished product with academic and other customers using Theta Edge Cloud infrastructure partners that make you dizzy. Not financial advice, do your own research. Like I said, going on to the Korea University as well as Seoul's Women University, Peking University, well I believe that one's in China. You also have Hankook University, Yanzai University, Seoul National University, and then also KAIST. And then I believe Liner or Jam Coding, one of the two, I think it's Jam Coding actually, that is a company in South Korea. So you can just tell that all these partnerships have been growing within the last 6 months. I wouldn't even say whole year, because there was a lot of partnerships and universities announcements that were recently just brought up, and that's why I'm very optimistic about how Theta Network is growing their ecosystem. We can actually see how it's being utilized as to the amount of people that's actually using this type of technology, in addition to seeing all their other cloud infrastructure partners down below. Just want to mention as to what they are building. So you can see here AWS, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, Theer, and then 30,000 plus community edge nodes, in addition to their video partners, but as you can tell, you can see it right here as well. Going on to the next part of this video, seen here, the trifecta. Theta Labs' momentum in 2024 continues into 2025, some short film below. In 2024, Theta Labs cemented its position as a leader combining decentralized computing with blockchain technology through its groundbreaking trifecta, Metachain, Depin, and Edge Cloud. The innovative trio propelled Theta's momentum by addressing critical challenges in scalability, resource distribution, and cloud edge integration. The Metachain enabled seamless scalability and customization for blockchain-based projects, fostering a growing ecosystem of decentralized applications. The Depin sector, also known as decentralized physical infrastructure networks, empowered users to monetize idle computing resources and created a resilient community-driven infrastructure. And the Theta Edge Cloud revolutionized cloud edge computing by offering cost-effective, high-performance solutions for AI, video rendering, and media applications, powered by a global network of decentralized nodes. Creating the most expensive digital real estate in the world, Theta Labs' trifecta became synonymous with a cutting-edge innovation driving progress across industries and solidifying its leadership in decentralized technologies. Cheers. So as you can tell with Theta Network, the initial post that we saw in the beginning of CNBC talking about the Depin infrastructure, that as long as Theta Network is continuing to build these partners like we mentioned before, I feel like there's going to be some solidified chance of Theta Network being successful in the near future. Just gotta wait for more adoption, and then we gotta just go from there. We're going on to the adoption process as well. It says crypto is nothing but utilization score for Theta Edge Cloud keeps going up. It's currently sitting at 68. Not a long time back it was 63. Global adoption happily, steadily. Next year is going to be even more exciting. So you can see the uptime, the amount of usage for the RAM and the graphic processing unit. So as you can tell, as long as this stays relatively, I think 70 would be a good score. The video that I will show after this post, you will see how Jihi explains how it's calculated. Before going on to that video, I just want to mention today's sponsor, Theta Forums. If you're trying to find an area where you can have questions, ask the community members, and be able to provide answers to community members, check out this quick introduction for that. If you're trying to find an area where you can discuss, find answers, provide questions for anything Theta related, and have a community be able to help you, Theta Forums is a place where you can go. You can see here, this is the questions that are currently listed. Going on to this registration link, you can sign up right here, username, password, and your email. Start your questions here, and if you're able to, provide some answers to help the community. Thank you Theta Forums for sponsoring this video, and now back to the video. So as you can tell, here's the utilization score, and now I just want to show you guys how Jihi explains how this is calculated.
How does the booster utilization score work? And we saw some movement there up and down. Maybe you can elaborate on that.
Yeah, so I know maybe some of the community members, they'll keep an eye on that, checking in every hour or so. So we might see some up down, may have some nervous about that. But what happened is that it basically depends on three factors, right? The first being the uptime, second being the GPU utilization, and the third is the video memory utilization, right? So we take those numbers in real time, and then have a formula to combine all these three factors. So I know that on Twitter I saw some posts, and some community member commented that at some point they see a drastic decrease, right, of the score. And then that was because at one point we expanded our network, right? So expanded our resource pool. So inevitably, with the same amount of customer at a point, then the utilization went down a bit. But as we continue to onboard new customers, we expect that this will be in an upward trend. And also at one point we did a small tweak, so that the score will reflect more accurately the actual usage. So with that changes, then I think the number will be become more smooth and more consistent. So that which means that the reward you got from the booster, right? So it will be higher than during those times that you see a drastic change. Yeah. So that's the idea.
Awesome.
So with this little introduction from Theta, Jihi explained the utilization score, but the overall message for this video is just with the Depin infrastructure becoming a known type of terminology, at least in CNBC, I feel like Theta Network is going to be the forefront of this overall upgrade when it comes to blockchain, crypto, and general applications. They have proven themselves in institutions, businesses, and organizations, companies like the Las Vegas Knights. So hopefully, fingers crossed, in the near future, especially like Q1 or Q2 of 2025, that Theta Network just onboards more customers, announces it, and then hopefully that utilization score just increases with the more people that are using the technology. But that's all I really have for today's video, guys. Thank you so much if you're an OG viewer and subscriber and coming back to the channel. Really do appreciate you. If you're a new viewer trying to find as much Theta news, updates, NFTs, or any kind of Theta partnerships, please hit that like and subscribe button. Check out all the links down below in the description for all the links I post in this video, as well as staking your Theta tokens to my Guardian node, or staking your TFIO tokens, if there's room, to my my Elite Edge node. Either way helps on my channel, help out the Theta network, but overall help yourselves out. Earn as much T-Fuel passively as possible and utilize it however you want. On Theta Drop, open Theta, any of the subchains on Theta network, or just withdrawing it back to your wallet. Really am looking forward to the next video, the next Theta update, the next Theta partner, but until then, it is your boy Justinpacete, so try to keep up. Hi, deuces.